We're thrilled that your family has joined us. And so we're going to go ahead and get underway with our program. And we're glad that you're with us to learn more about what's happening in the middle school in physical education and in athletics. Joining us tonight are a number of people, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about two people in particular. So Brooke Canova joined our community 14 years ago. Thank you for the hello there, Brooke. And she has spent the time in our athletic department in many, many different roles. So she is a coach right now in a variety of sports, has been the director of summer programs in our school. And the sports that she has coached include varsity softball, middle school soccer, JV and varsity swimming. She also is the mother of a current third grader and also as part of our advisor program in the middle school. So you might check that all of the above box when you think about the roles that she plays and the impact that she's had on a variety of athletes in our program. Joining us also is Seth Kushkin, who's the director of athletics here at our program. He joined us in July and was the director of athletics at Tower Hill School previously. Mr. Kushkin comes from a background where he served in a whole variety of capacities in athletics that span 3 decades. And he's worked at both the collegiate level and at various K-12 schools. He has also been in basketball coaching positions in women's basketball at universities that include the University of Denver, Ohio State, and Purdue. He also taught in the early part of his career. So he's also one of those all of the above people and has 2 daughters in our upper school. So he's living the St. Anne's Belfield life as well. And so the 2 of them, along with our student guests, are going to give you an overview of what goes on in our middle school program so that you can have more of a sense of the opportunities that would be available to you. I'm going to turn it over first to Ms. Canova, who's going to talk with you about where things start in the 5th and 6th grade in our program.
All right. Well, give me a second and I'll share my screen so that I can share more about it. So our mission statement and our philosophy is just to really create an exploratory program that allows students a lot of choice and the ability to sort of leverage their strengths and weaknesses and test out what their likes and dislikes are related to a whole lot of different skills and activities and sports. Part of our goal is that they'll have a chance to try a whole lot of different things that might be offerings that we have in our 7th and 8th grade and upper school athletic programs, as well as other things that are just lifelong physical activities and pursuits that keep people fit and healthy and active throughout their life. So we have developed a intramural PE program for our 5th and 6th graders. We have some common themes just in general in our kindergarten through 6th grade PE program. Sportsmanship is really important. There's a really strong social emotional piece to PE when it, thinking about teamwork and dealing with, challenging situations or successes and how you treat your teammates. The cooperative piece as well as the competitive piece is something that isn't always an option in the classroom. And so we do a lot of that in PE. And, just again, handling wins and losses appropriately and being a positive competitor. And then just daily fitness, being well, being healthy. So in our program, we really focus on getting to participate every single day. We have PE 5 days a week in 5th and 6th grade. And we want everyone to experience personal success and set goals. So we want you to have a chance to be a part of a team and also be a part of individual activities and pursuits, and have the ability to take a leadership role or also learn from your classmates. So this might help kind of put it in perspective. This is sort of a snapshot of the way our program works, kindergarten through 6th grade. If you just take sort of maybe a specific skill and imagine how that works. But at the kindergarten level, it's really exploratory. We're working on spatial awareness, body object control, things like that. And then we introduce the individual skills that you can use in so many sports in our 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade. And then when it comes to 5th and 6th grade, we're just sort of that stepping stone for athletics. And we've moved to this choice-based program where it's a blend of individual options and team options. It's also a mix between competitive and non-competitive opportunities. So like I said, we have PE every day, 5 days a week, and it's for 50 minutes, which is wonderful. And then the way our choice program works is we use about a 3-week rotation. So you have 3 weeks to sort of dive deeper into an option that you are most interested in. On the side, that's sort of like an example of what the choices might be in any given round of opportunities. And then also in the midst of that week, we split up and we divide into just your grade level to play cooperative games or team building activities within the grade. So those 5 choices, we have 5 different PE teachers in our program, and we just sort of split up the options and give everybody a chance to try something. And because we have 5 teachers and we have so much amazing space and gym space and field space, we can be really flexible. So for instance, if lacrosse wasn't popular, let's say in a given round, but soccer was incredibly popular, we could have 2 teachers run the soccer and save lacrosse again and offer it again at a different time. And just because you see soccer as a choice, this time it doesn't mean it's the only chance you'll have to play soccer. We bring the choices back throughout the year, so that, you know, if one time you were really interested in trying a sport that was new to you, maybe lacrosse is a new sport to you, you could try that and then know that you still have an opportunity to dance a different time. So there's a lot of flexibility and chances to try things more than once. So that's kind of the deal. I mean, our choice program has been, it's newer for us. It's something that we are building into and really trying to create as many different opportunities as possible. So that's about it. Let me stop share.
Brooke, thank you. I'm going to jump in here a little bit. Again, my name is Seth Kushkin. I'm the Director of Athletics. So the piece that I oversee is really kind of hand in hand with Brooke in our PE department. I oversee all of our athletic teams and programs from the 7th grade through the 12th grade. So it's really that first opportunity for kids to put on a St. Anne's Belfield uniform, represent the school, playing home and away competitions. So I think that's the excitement that a lot of our kids have as they move into the 7th grade. But in terms of kind of the hand-in-hand piece, it is everything that Brooke and the entire PE department are kind of teaching and introducing. Now kids have that opportunity to truly compete and play. And we are always we are about kids playing multiple sports, having multiple opportunities to do things at school, and want people to try things for the first time. It is we had a group of kids that just signed to national letters of intent to go on and play in college, and there were 2 of those that never started their sport until 7th or 8th grade, and one of them, one that played field hockey that's going to Virginia, and another one that's actually doing something outside of school in terms of rowing. And so we want kids to just be athletic, be involved in fitness, and health and wellness is so important to what we do every single day. Those that you'll hear from here are kids that are part of our 7th and 8th grade and member of our 6th grade, but our 7th and 8th graders that are trying some sports for the first time. I know that Cosmo is really a lacrosse player, but has tried football for the very first time this year. And I think it was a great experience for him. And I know that he'll share a little bit more about that as well. But our 7th and 8th grade athletic opportunity is really just that opportunity to do things that are brand new. You may be repeating a sport, but we want you to try at this level. And it's really not about success and failure as much as it is just opportunity and learning for our 7th and 8th grade kids.
And so, Ms. Canova, I know you had a couple of things that you and our esteemed guest students here wanted to be sure to remark on for those who are attending. And so I thought we might open it up to that part of our program now.
Yeah, great. Seaton, can we start with you, and you could introduce yourself and your grade and maybe the sports that you're interested in. Oh, and also maybe how many years you've been at St. Anne's.
Sure. So, hi, I'm Seaton. I'm in grade 6. I have been going to STAB this is my 5th year. And the sports I'm probably most interested in, I would go with soccer and probably lacrosse.
Great. Cosmo.
Hi, I'm Cosmo. I'm in grade 7. I've been going to STAB for 11 years now, and my favorite sports are lacrosse and football.
Hi, I'm Mira. I'm in 8th grade. I've been here for 2 years now, and I'm interested in volleyball and soccer.
Great. So Seaton, I know since you are most recently in our lower school, can you maybe share how middle school has been different from your experience in lower grades and maybe something that you enjoy about it?
In middle school, I feel that I have more freedom in my choices. For example, I chose soccer over like pickleball and volleyball, like you said, with those 5 choices we do now. And you get to choose again how you play, whether it being your non-competitive level or your competitive level. So I just like that you have the freedom to do that in the middle school.
That's great. Great. And Mira, I loved having you on my volleyball team. Could you maybe share with us a little bit about opportunities from 6th grade PE and how it influenced your sport choices for 7th and 8th?
I think, as you mentioned earlier with the 5 choices, I think volleyball was a choice in 6th grade. And I think I chose that, and we like touched on some like basic skills of it, like how to bump, maybe not setting as much, but like how to bump and just like basic hitting skills like that. Also things that have helped me in general, like with sports now, has been like mostly like the run that we would do on Fridays, or like the runs in general. It helped like build stamina, and also the discussions about like health and like food and stuff like that.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, we do have a little bit of that, right? Some fitness, and we still keep up with that in our middle school sports as well. Just thinking about coaching volleyball and what Mr. Kushkin said earlier, it's my favorite thing to coach is volleyball, because so many people come to it for the first time. And it just feels like everybody's starting on sort of a level playing field and giving a sport a try. And you see the most exponential growth from, no experience to really building a team. And it's one of my favorite things.
Cosmo, can you share a little bit about what it was? I know kind of lacrosse is your first sport. It's the one you've probably been playing the longest, but I know this year trying a new sport, trying football for the very first time, what kind of led you to that decision and what that experience was like, and something that was completely new for you?
Yeah, so when I was younger and I was in the lower school, I loved football. My favorite team was the Eagles, and watching them, and I've always been like wanting to pursue football, but it was my first year playing tackle football, and first practice, I was very nervous for starting a new sport that I've never done. And I've heard it's a lot different than just playing 2-hand touch or flag football. And I got that out there and I was nervous, but then the second practice, it felt more like part of a team for 7th and 8th grade. rather than in sixth and fifth. It's different because you're part of it. You're part of this community kind of, but you're only playing not like the against like competition, rather than when you play home games or away games, the spirit that you get is amazing. And it feels so good to be part of a team like that.
Thank you.